Hello, hello. It's been a while since you've seen me. Obviously, I've been away. I've been in the States for a bit, but also my camera wasn't working for a long time. I couldn't get OBS on my camera to work, but we're back. Everything's good. Today, I want to talk about the developer note for Season 2 of the Interserver Arena Battles, because I think there's a lot to talk about, and there's a lot of really, really good changes. I'm actually very happy. As you guys know, generally, I do play in like a higher tier. However, I'm always an advocate for more inclusivity in the game for people who are not playing at high levels, for people to obtain rewards and at least have access to the content. And I think that this developer note brought that exactly. And so I'm really excited to go through it. So let's talk about this. Developer note. Greetings from the Summoners War dev team. I'm actually just going to skip most of this because honestly, most of this is not that relevant. Okay, so here's the changes. 1. Arena Interserver Battle, team max players reduced and reward systems changed. So now teams will have 25 players instead of 50. So they've doubled the amount of teams and halved the amount of players per team. So the overall amount of people that will be in Interserver Arena is still 10,000. That's no really big change there. They've changed the Glory EXP obtained from winning according to that. So now that there's less people, there is now double the XP per win. Obviously, this also means you have less attacks now. So there's 25 attacks instead of 50. I really like this change. I think it's nice because doing 50 attacks a week is honestly a lot of time if you want to win every single one. If you're just cleaving all of them, it's if you're not really if you don't really care too much, it's not a big deal. But if you're really trying really hard in the high tiers, it is very time consuming to get through all 50. It took me like 5 or 6 hours to properly clear through all of them, get about 49 wins every single time. It's just like, oh, it's so time consuming. You know, a lot of people don't have that time. But yes, summoners will also be able to earn Glory EXP from losing, which is really cool. So if you get Violent proc, you get Despair proc 1,000,000 times. You'll still get some Glory EXP, which helps you get those rewards you're looking for. And the victory point of the server rep team is reflected differently according to the team section. So in Season 1, 1 point was given equally to determine the winner of the round. In Season 2, we would like to differentiate the victory points for each team as follows. Now, this is probably in direct response to all of us saying, like, why would I sit in team 1 through 10 when it's just the same as value as sitting in team 50 to 100, right? Obviously, in teams 1 through 10, you get more EXP for your wins. However, it's way easier to be in a lower rank. Now they're changing that. So teams 1 through 12, their victories are worth more. So they're trying to incentivize people to play at a higher level and also win at a higher level, which I think is pretty cool, So the weekly and season final rewards, according to the assigned team rankings, has been changed. Now there's 400 teams instead of 200 teams. They're just adjusting the way it works for teams 11 through 25 in this case, which used to be 11 through 50, and then now 100 onwards. So they're basically just doing like a direct adjustment and a direct assessment to doubling the amount of teams and having the amount of players per team. They're just adding on the bracket at the end. So these are fine. These are totally fine. And nothing really matters here. Some of the battle reward conditions have been changed. Basic reward and victory reward are exactly the same. Team round basic reward is now attack 10 times in a round instead of attack 5 times successfully. So you don't have to get 5 wins. Now it's just make sure you actually do the attacks. And then your individual and season participation awards require you to attack 50 times in a season. So you have to do at least 2 of the 5 weeks. The number of representatives and methods of selection will remain the same, although the number of team members and the point system will change. So this is cool. Like I said, we're still keeping 10,000 players. I think it's great. I'm excited. Our team decided to make these improvements and modifications to reduce the burden of attacking 50 times a week and to strengthen the rewards summoners obtain. But it would be a disappointment if only 10,000 representatives can play and experience the Interserver Battle. Therefore, we would like to provide an opportunity to play Interserver Battle, even for those who are not selected as the server representatives, by adding the Interserver Battle Special. Now, this right here, I know it might not matter to a lot of you guys, but to me, seeing this is 2 things that are really important to me. 1, communication. They're telling us why they're doing something and what it's for. And they're also, and 2, they're including more people outside of this content, right? 10,000 people per server playing this content is really not a lot of people, right? There are millions and millions of people per server. So making sure that they include those other people and give them some reward and some feeling to enjoy the content is, I think, a really good idea. So this is what I want to stress over. This is the one I really want to talk about for this video, but Interserver Battle Special. It's an interserver battle where summoners who are level 30 plus, who are not selected as server representatives, meaning they rank outside of the top 10,000 in the Arena Rush week. Summoners can enter the battle freely while the Arena Interserver battle is live. Glory EXP can be obtained as the battle win/loss rewards. A total of 25 battle attempts will be given per round. For the Arena Interserver Battle Special, team victory rewards or season rewards are not available. So that's the big difference between getting in the top 10K, not getting in the top 10K. In the top 10K, you get better rewards because you're playing for a rank, right? If you're outside the top 10K, you only get your personalized rewards, essentially. So they did change the UI a little bit. Not sure how relevant that is to me. They show this next reward thing here with the glory, but I don't really want to go into that too much. It's not really a big deal. You'll see the number of battles available for Interserver battle is exposed in the arena where your information is displayed. That was up here in the top left corner. When you tap the battle, a list of 25 defense decks of the opposing server summoners with a similar arena weekly closing points will be exposed. I like that it's similar. Obviously, in lower ranks, there's going to be a couple people who are just AFK arena, and it's going to be tough because they have really strong defenses, but they're like, you know, they're like G1, G2 players, but they just don't care about arena. So it's going to be tough every once in a while. You don't expect 25 wins, expect like 22, maybe 23. But it's still nice because every single win, you get 300 EXP, and every loss, you get 60. So you'll be able to climb towards your rewards. So other improvements, they added a debate board so we can chat with other people on the team about things that they're fighting. Like, hey, this defense has blank. Make sure to watch out for it. I don't know how to beat this defense. Do anyone have any ideas? Or like, hey, my defense doesn't feel very strong. This is what I'm running right now. Do you think I should make improvements or changes to it? It's basically just like a chat room for your team, and I think it's kind of helpful, but I don't know how many people will use it too much. I hope that a lot of people will use it. I'll probably put notes about different defenses that I think are really unique and might catch people off guard. Like, hey, this defense is Tiana Trap. This defense is Triple Nem. This defense is high damage, you know, full damage, nuke, stuff like that. Like, make sure not to fall for blank. I think it'll be pretty cool. So the debate menu comes up. Like I said, they changed the UI for the Interserver arena. They made it so you can check your opponent's left as well as all of the other things like your rewards, and then the debate button as well. Overall, feeling pretty good about it. And I do really like this. Okay, so this is the last thing I want to talk about here. What they did was they put together basically a calendar saying this is when the qualifiers are for Interserver Arena. This is round 1, this is round 2, this is round 3. This is the break period where there's no Interserver Arena, and then this is where the next qualifiers start. I think this is really helpful because people will be able to reference this. So first of all, last week, everyone's like, oh my God, is Interserver this week? Is it next week? Is it this week? Is it next week? Is it this week? And like, we all knew that there was a 2-week break, but no one remembered when that 2-week break started because it was all over Christmas. So everyone was like, oh, what's going on? Brain, help, please. So I think this is great. It'll be really easy to track. We all know that the next server rep qualifiers will be April, the first week of April, which will also be free removal on that Saturday. So I'm excited to see how things go. I really like Interserver in the sense of the rewards. And I do like that they made the content shorter. So I think it'll be a lot more fun to me. It felt like a drag. It felt a lot like a really, really long-term siege. I just touched my screen thinking that there was something right there, but I think that's a period. I thought there was something on my screen. I was like wiping it away. Sorry, like I was saying, I like that they're shortening the content. I think it makes it more fun, right? Before, it was just like a really, really long time committed siege that you could do throughout the whole week, and it was a drag, and the defenses are frustrating. But now the rewards, you're fighting for more, as well as the higher teams will be fighting for a more competitive slot since their team wins are worth more points. So feeling good about this. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you think that the changes are good, if you think the changes are bad, if you think the competitive changes are good. I want to be able to talk with you guys and debate like what each thing is good or bad for. Maybe there's something I completely missed. Maybe something I overlooked, you know, maybe the concept of adding the Interserver Arena to players who are outside of the top 10K. Maybe they didn't give them enough rewards. Maybe they should, maybe they should up the reward, the glory amount for wins in that. There's a lot of different things that could be talked about in this, but these are my initial thoughts. Well, I guess maybe not initial thoughts. I've been thinking about this for a day or two, but I do want to hear what you guys have to say because there's always something that I missed, and I think it's valuable to discuss in the comments. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you guys soon.